Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
You were trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter. But no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
I know what you mean. Danger is something I am a little too comfortable with myself. Reminds me of my mother. There is almost a comfort in it.
Yes, you understand. Not many can. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh.
Hail, Holy One! Or is it unholy? Yet to be determined.
We stole their thunder, and their morale. Salutations.
What is this?
After some intense combat, I love to unwind with video games. Clash of Hellions, maybe Warman 3. Ninja with a shotgun is a great one.
Hey!
Nothing like taking in the New York skyline after driving Hydra back into hiding.
It's nice of Hydra to provide all these free sparring partners for you. If they were smart, they'd start charging for these sessions. How's your spark treating you? Any feedback? Acceptable answers are genius design, work of a genius, really anything involving the word genius.
It is well crafted. I use it every day, and it works no matter where I am.
So you'd call it,
A work of genius?
Perfect. That's a great pull quote for the press release.
What is a press release?
Don't worry about it. That was decent, boss.
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet, but I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah, I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered, together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, She didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you.
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry. Hunter, hello. I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments. Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
Oster smiles upon me. The goddess of order approves. This looks like a fairy ring. There are cracks in this wall. The goddess must be busy.
An elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar.
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Hocus pocus.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
An arcane key?
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
The old magic still holds. What was Wanda up to here? One more to go. blessings of the goddess. That is something. Intriguing. Curious. I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it. Interesting. This rubble looks loose. Was I ever really this innocent? Maybe before I started my training. This is which sign? Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great hero whose spirit protected these woods. Noble Oster guides my hand. My old fort. Caretaker was furious when she found I had built this. I wonder what she was really afraid of. I never got the chance to truly know my mother. Only the monster she became. The standing stones. There is powerful magic at work here. Perhaps a witch from the Salem Coven made this. The great seer known as Endra Moore is buried here. Much like Nico, her powers came dangerously close to crossing the line, but she was among the most loyal of the Midnight Suns. She believes in our purpose.
I see you found one of the elemental rods. If you'd like to keep going, you may keep searching for more. I see you found another of our mystic landmarks. These are the standing stones. Your ancestors among the blood used them to converse with the elder gods.
How does that work?
Members of the blood would gather among the stones and enter a sort of meditative trance. They say the gods would hear their thoughts, but the blood never knew for sure who was listening on the other end. Some of the older texts refer to a series of glyphs etched on the stones, but at first glance they seem to have been scoured clean by time itself.
Could they still be revealed somehow?
You read my mind, Hunter. I suspect the glyphs are still here. They just need the right words of encouragement, if you catch my meaning. Never a dull moment.
You said something earlier about the blood.
In a world full of mysteries, the blood have managed to remain even more mysterious than most. They were an ancient race, said to be born of the elder gods. As I understand it, they were very strict about maintaining their bloodline. That's probably why you don't hear about them very often. And yet, here you are, one of their direct descendants.
Are there others?
It's quite possible, but even if there are, they might not even know it themselves. Somehow, I take comfort in that.
What they do not know cannot hurt them.
Indeed.
What do you know about the moon seals?
Presumably forged by the gods themselves, I like to think of a moon seal as both a lock and a key. With the right power, wielded by the right person, the energy of the seal is unleashed, creating a conduit to the elder gods.
And I am that right person.
Just another benefit of being descended from the blood. Lucky you, dear.
Where did the words of power come from?
While I often call them blessings or gifts of the old gods, the words of power are actually powerful invocations tuned to the unique energies found in descendants of the blood.
And Caretaker used the words as well.
Of course, dear. Sarah used the words of power on the Abbey grounds just as you do today. Many of the areas you encounter that seem receptive to these spells are actually the result of Sarah's frequent undertakings.
What would Wanda want with your altar?
What can I say? Some people have a curious, adventurous itch that just has to be scratched. I was one of them, and so was Wanda. Caretaker, not so much. But I see it again in you, Hunter.
So you encouraged her exploration?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? What good is being as powerful as we are if we're just going to spend all our time cooped up within these walls? What's the worst that could happen? You got me there, dear.
After our last battle, what happened to Lilith?
You were in the woods. You and your mother obviously came to blows. But we found no wounds, no evidence of what happened at all. A silent, deathly embrace between mother and child. We had hoped you would both find peace in the next life.
But she is not buried here.
No. We entrusted her to the Knights of Wondergore, the ancient protectors of your ancestral homeland in Transia. I don't think they ever expected to contend with an organization like Hydra, and I doubt Lilith spared any who survived her reawakening. Can that really be you? Come closer. I want to get a better look at you. After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
And what truth is that?
The truth they are keeping from you. You need only.
Wait! Mother! Where did you... Was that really her?
Oh, you are gonna love this. Remind me again why you haven't digitized this stuff already? This is going to take way longer than it has to.
There's something to be said of the careful study that can only be achieved by examining the physical documents themselves.
Oh, so it's a Zen thing then? You become one with the old book and it shares its secrets with you?
Always quick to mock the things you don't understand.
Oh no, I'm honestly interested this time. Maybe I can adapt your technique into something normal people can use.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
Hey, Hunter. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here. Analyzing. You're welcome, Hunter.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
It's time to take it to the next level.
Even a sorcerer supreme can't rest on his laurels. A good match.
Think Dr. Strange knows Merlin? I'm still waiting for someone to take this sword. Do your thing.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Hunter.
Hey, Hunter, when you've got a minute, could you meet me in the war room? There you are, Hunter. Got time to look at something? The intel cache we recovered from Hydra's gunship might seem sophisticated to the casual bystander, but they probably weren't expecting to go up against the likes of me. With Central's help, I can decrypt these babies in no time, providing us a valuable and fascinating glimpse into Hydra's twisted little minds. Tell me you found something good. through that encryption in no time. Great intel. Bad news for the world. Let's fix it. Now that we've decrypted the intel, let's put what we've learned to good use. Check out the available hero ops listed on Central. I think I can handle that. Got some ops ready for you. Stay out of trouble. We've got a situation rapidly developing. I'll be in contact soon, Hunter. What are you doing, Faustus?
I feel like we left things unfinished, Hunter. If you're free, I'd like to talk. Well, don't leave me in suspense. How are you enjoying the library?
I thought we were past that.
We are, but I'm still allowed to be annoyed with you. I expect a bit of pushback from the others, but not from you, Hunter.
Why not? When have I ever made things easy for you?
You had your moments, few and far between, but that's exactly my point. You know what that place, what she meant to me, and you did it anyway.
The world is at risk of being consumed by Lilith. We cannot afford to leave any stone unturned, even if it means upsetting you.
It's not my feelings I'm worried about. The last time I gave someone free rein at the library, it cost us dearly. I'm not sure we can handle any more unexpected calamities around here.
At least we are talking now. Silence between us would only make things worse.
You're right about that. We have bigger things to worry about. Like the mouthy alien tormenting Spider-Man as we speak.
He did risk himself for us without hesitation. We owe him for that, at least.
For once, I think the entire team is in agreement. It's only a matter of tracking Venom down.
I would just follow the trail of destruction, but maybe there is another way.
I'm sure we'll come up with something. Don't leave poor Spider-Man waiting too long now. I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost.
This is a little cryptic.
It's a clue. Don't worry if you can't solve her riddles all at once. I'll translate new clues every night.
But the Abbey grounds are huge. How will I know where to look?
You used to love running around these grounds as a child. If you need a refresher, study your map.
I've got a kid I send on missions sometimes.
Sup, Ancient One?
So, about the Staff of One.
I don't let anyone borrow it, if that's what you're about to ask.
No. How do you trick it into casting the same spell more than once?
Oh, I try not to think of it that way. Not anymore. It's like a partner I had to learn to work with, or a roommate to live with.
But I have seen you cast the same spell before.
That's magic I picked up on my own. I use the Staff of One to focus and augment it, but I don't pull out the big guns unless things get, let's say, apocalyptic.
We need to use every tool available to defeat Lilith.
You don't need to worry. I know what the Staff of One can do. That's why I will only unleash its full power if I absolutely have to. I really needed that.
For a recently animated corpse who's missed a few centuries of culture, you're a good hang. It's weird looking up at the stars after having been up there.
Hey, you. Hunter, my second favorite zombie superhero.
Who is your first?
Tony, on 2 hours of sleep. So, what do you need?
I have questions for you.
Sure, ask away.
Tell me about the Avengers.
Sure, what about us?
Do you think your team can find common ground with the Midnight Suns?
Look, I try not to get involved in team politics. I'll work with anyone who gets the job done. I don't care what team they're from.
Do all the Avengers feel the same?
No comment.
What are your thoughts on your fellow Avengers?
I'm with the team for a reason. I believe in what we do. All of us do. I'm sure you've noticed Tony can be abrasive, but I never doubt his commitment. He and Banner used to fight like cats in a sack. Thankfully, they seem to be past that. And I can't think of anyone better to deal with a mystical enemy than Doctor Strange. He's a little out of sorts right now, what with being pushed out of his home, but he'll adjust.
Tell me about yourself, Carol.
What in particular?
How did Carol Danvers become Captain Marvel?
During my time with the space program, I found myself involved in a conflict between alien species, Kree and Skrulls. I got too close to a device called the Psyche Magnetron, and it completely altered me. A Kree soldier known as Marvel felt responsible for what happened and took me under his wing. He was a hero in his own right, and we fought beside each other for years. He's gone now, but I took the name Captain Marvel as a tribute to what he stood for. Since then, I've made the name my own.
Who were you before you became Captain Marvel?
Air Force pilot. I used to fly the unfriendly skies before I was attached to the space program. And back then, I was entirely human.
You are not entirely human?
Not since I uncovered actual, for real aliens. There was an accident with some alien tech that rewrote my DNA, and now I'm half Kree.
I have never heard of the Kree.
Neither had I. They have a space empire. It's crazy to think they've been around far longer than you've been alive.
Your strength is hard for me to fathom.
With all this gamma weirdness keeping Banner in banner form, I'm Earth's mightiest Avenger. Once Thor realized the Hulk was in a class of his own, he was not happy to be in third place. He still challenges me to arm wrestling contests, and loses. He's much less salty since I started calling him Asgard's mightiest Avenger.
How powerful would you say you are?
When someone says we need to call in the big guns, they're talking about me. Just don't say it in front of Bruce. The Hulk is an order of magnitude stronger, no question. But he doesn't have my precision, patience, or reliability. At least, that's how Bruce put it.
That much power. And it does not seem to have gone to your head.
I do get cocky sometimes, but I don't take any of this for granted. And I always remember where I came from. Arrogance is like punching the afterburner with your wheels down.
Thank you, Carol.
Anytime. And hey, if you find the time, we should hang out.
I will consider that.
Of course. Hey there.
We've stumbled on a Hydra unit unloading some of their stolen bounty. Unfortunately, their crates are rigged to self-destruct if the required keycard isn't swiped first. And Hydra's agents are carrying the keys. You'll have to move quickly if we're going to recover any of their equipment.
Da. So the gods would not stand before us as arrogantly as you.
How invigorating!
Very effective. Good work.
Prepare yourself. Lilith doesn't care about you. I hope you realize that in time.
You think that would stop me?
I am disoriented.
They haven't given up yet. They all said that.
They've armed one of the crates. It's going to explode if you don't get that key. You've secured one of the crates.
See if you can't get the others.
I hope this is one of the stronger arms. We did come all the way here for a fight. This won't end well for you.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Let me show you the way. Apparently, our reputation isn't enough to scare off these so-called children of Lilith. Watch and learn. Watch closely. Sometimes I even impress myself. Let's try this.
Prepare yourself.
By her command. I'll handle it.
Look at yours.
I'm not quite myself all of a sudden.
Greater numbers will not save you. No threat to us so.
Another of the crates is armed to detonate. Get to that key card. You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
how well Hydra manages to attract new recruits despite decades of ineptitude.
I don't have magic healing.
Keep some for the rest of us.
The light is on our side.
That will help.
That's the spirit.
We have the upper hand.
Follow my lead.
You really want me out of the picture.
I am under attack.
I'll need time to regain my senses.
Awaiting reinforcements.
Many before you have...
Another crate is armed to blow. You don't have much time.
Hail that!
That was the last crate. Wipe out the remaining Hydra forces, and let's get you home.
The light will carry you onward.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Situation is under control. Engaging target.
I always hold a grudge.
Now, that wasn't very nice.
Finally, it's my turn.
Bring whoever you wish. I will send you all to the next world. This will hurt you.
Impressive.
You have earned this! As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me. You've invoked the wrath.
One shipment Hydra won't be receiving.